Everybody, it's your favorite 71% successful grant writer, Superior Shelby. Welcome to my Vlogmas. If you was with me 3 hours ago, I was live on YouTube. This is Vlogmas. Vlogmas is when content creators Vlogmas, VLOG This is when we take the last 2 weeks of the year and we just share our time with you, mainly all hours of the day, live. And then you get the ability to just kind of like hang out with us during the holiday time. So in my Vlogmas, not only are we going over how to obviously grants, search and apply for grants and stuff, but we're also talking about all some other good stuff, right? How to develop your business, some personal things, relocating your business outside the U.S., all kind of stuff, okay? So welcome on to my live stream. This is a 4-hour or more live stream. So if you come in and out, that's fine. I love it, friend. If you're watching this afterwards in advance, I want to say I'm pretty sure you're not going to watch the whole 4 hours. But if you are playing it in the background for the holidays, thank you so much. I love you. I pray you and your family, y'all eating good, cousins. Okay. And you guys are all having a great time in the kitchen, you know, making cookies and all kind of stuff. So welcome in to my Vlogmas. All right. So earlier today, we was talking about like, you know, if you caught my last stream, I started off with talking about like, you know, taking accountability for some of the things that I went through in 2024, like feeding into my, you know, those negative thoughts and feeding into my doubts, right? And so I explained to you guys how, you know, I'm getting closer to God. And then we also changed the subject, went into like business more. And we talked about how like, you know, business is spiritual. And then we talked about the importance of staying on top of things. And then we went into the BOI situation. So the BOI, beneficial ownership information, right? It's back on, if you guys don't know. The BOI is when you have to file. It's just like literally a 4-step process. Is when you file yourself as a beneficial owner for your company, right? So you need to do this through fincin.gov. Fin, as in like tail fin, sin, CEN. .gov. You need to go there. Make sure you have a picture of your ID before you decide to complete and submit the BOI. Okay, I have a full walkthrough video live on YouTube that I did about 3 weeks ago. So if you want to complete it yourself, you can do it while watching that video to feel like, you know, you're walking through it with me. Okay, but if not, I can always apply to the complete the BOI for you here live on YouTube within these next 4 hours. Okay. So if you would like for me to submit your BOI report for you live on YouTube during this entire 4-hour live stream, yes, live. That means once I'm done, I have my laptop right here. Once I'm done, you get your email confirmations and everything live. If you would like to, go ahead and text the word BOI to 855-731-1487. Okay. I'll be doing this all the way up until the deadline date, which is January 13th. Do you want to procrastinate on it? No. How much am I charging you to do it? $19. That's it. Okay, that's literally it. I've heard earlier today, we've actually spoken with, you know, our family, you know, everybody being here, the squad. And we had, someone was like, oh, I just paid $100 to have my BOI file reported. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I wish I would have found you first. So I'm saying that because I want you guys to be mindful that, yes, it is free for you to submit it. But if you don't have the time because you're currently in the kitchen, you know, whipping in the kitchen with your friends and your family and stuff like that, I will totally take my necessary time right now to do it. Why am I not in the kitchen with my family? Because I am in Africa. I'm in Nigeria, okay? So I am dedicating my time to make sure that you guys are on top of your due diligence with this BOI situation, okay? So we talked about that. And then we also talked about DEI. We talked about DEI. Excuse me, y'all. So we talked about what that means under this new presidential administration and what opportunities are going to come in 2025. And we also talked about how to start a business in 2025, right? We went over the full business foundations. So we didn't talk anything about grants in our last live. I mean, we touched on it a little bit regarding the BOI situation. And then we also touched on, you know, like, you know, how as far as with grants, the only thing we talked about earlier, so you guys are actually coming in at a good time. That's what I'm saying. The only thing we talked about earlier was that how things are going to change for grants, right? So in 2025, because, and let me bring this full circle, okay? And let me text hashtag BOI to 855-731-1487. Okay. All right. So if you don't file this BOI by January 13th, then you will not you will not qualify for any business funding opportunities. Yeah. And so if you don't file the BOI report by January 13th, you will not be able to get approved for any opportunities like loans, lines of credit, credit cards, grants, and other opportunities. Okay? Because this is a law, right? So this is a part of your foundations. So even if you guys don't have it, let me explain to you how the Corporate Transparency Act. If you have an active LLC, you must file this BOI report by January 13th. Okay? If your LLC is not active, right, then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have a business. How do you know if your business is active or not? You would, depending on what you use. So if you went to a third party like LegalZoom, Taylor Brand, Zen Business, then you need to log into your accounts and you need to check the status of your LLC. But if you didn't use a third party site, then what you need to do is you need to go to your state secretary website. And once you go to your Secretary of State website, then you need to go through the Department of Corporations or wherever it states the LLC, and then you need to search for your business's name. Each state is different. So I know like on the more southern states and over here, on the more southern states is like, you go onto the website and you could just type in your business name and it'll come up and it'll say active on it, right? But then you have some states, I think like Texas, where you have to log in. Well, that's even better because all you gotta do is use your login, just log in and then check the status of your articles of organization, okay? So if you have an active LLC, yes, you need to file the BOI report by January 13th. If you don't have an active LLC, don't worry about it. Now, if you plan on starting a business in 2025, whether it's on January 1st, January 13th, February 14th, March 30th, right? That's fine. March 30th, it doesn't matter, right? Whenever you decide to start your LLC, then you have to file the BOI report within 90 days. After getting your paying and purchasing your LLC and stuff. So in your development process, you might as well, after you get your EIN, you might as well go ahead and file the BOI report because it's free. It's free. It's free. So we talked about that. All right. So DEI. DEI is an acronym for Diverse, Equity, Inclusion. Under this new presidential administration, diverse, equity, inclusion opportunities, that means opportunities for minority individuals. That's women, women of color, men of color, other ethnic groups, right? Minorities. We are no longer going to have a lot of opportunities or as many opportunities as we have now, specifically for women of color or people of color or minorities. Because with this new DEI law, right, it just simply states that there's going to be no discriminatory or discrimination against any race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality when it comes down to opportunities. So they didn't say, oh, on whites only. No, they said everybody gets the opportunity. Everybody gets the opportunity, right? So no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are, now everybody's going to have an opportunity. So, let's say, I'm going to just throw an example, that Hello Skip grant that Hello Alice grant that you probably would have applied to for, women of color. Well, they might not have that program anymore. Now it's just going to be $10,000 for anybody who wants to start a business. So it's going to be like, we're going to see way more startup grants for like industry specific grants, In 2025, we're going to see a lot more of that. So all the grants of, oh, get a grant because you're a black woman entrepreneur. No. Then we're going to see a lot more infrastructure grants, commercial grants, and a lot more like these grants are going to be big baller, like big timer grants. Yeah, we're going to start seeing way more money. And then majority of the grants are like the biggest money in the grant world and for 2025, starting 2025, is tech businesses, tech companies. I know y'all rolling your eyes. Y'all like, oh, okay, of course. But yeah, it makes sense, right? We in a new world. So, imagine what that looks like when you are applying to the grant opportunity, right? Now that there's everybody gets the opportunity. So think of it like this. Hello Skip does like this $10,000 grant usually, right? And so there's no race on it or anything like that. And so you would be applying to, and the difference is that the way that they like do their things, it's like a random raffle, right? In most cases, it's like a random raffle. But you got some opportunities out here, or imagine when you are applying to the grant, and now you competing with like the smartest, the most richest, the most. You understand what I'm saying? Wild. So the way that that's going to look, the way that that is actually going to look in 2025, the way that's going to look is like we're all going to be applying to all of the same opportunities, and it's going to seem much harder to get approved because you're going to be competing with everybody. You're going to be competing with different types of businesses. You're going to be competing against different types of ethnic groups. You're going to be competing against, persons the smartest, the wealthiest, the most well-connected. So I'm saying that not to scare you away from grants. I'm saying that to say you really got to have your ducks in a row come 2025. Like, seriously, like this new 2025 with business is going to definitely, it's going to separate the wantrepreneurs from the entrepreneurs. For sure. What are we cooking? Jollof? Aha! Yes, no. Yes, no. So yeah, we talk about all of those things. You know what? When let me sit down. I had to come here because I started smelling. I was smelling some good food, so I had to go check on the food. Just like black folks, got to go check on the food. I love me some jollof rice, y'all. Ooh. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I'm here in Nigeria off of a grant opportunity. I've been doing this for 9 years. I'm not new to this. I am true to this, friend. So grant opportunities is rewards that you can get, free money that you can get from like the U.S. government. You can get these rewards from different entities and companies like Walmart and Amazon. You can also get it from private sectors. So private sectors would be like, just individuals who just want to give out money and stuff, charitable gifts. There's 4 different ways you can win a grant, okay? One way you can win a grant is through like a random raffle. Another way is through a pitch competition like Shark Tank. Another way is through a judgment. So this is when you want to be thorough on your answers and applications and stuff. And then the last way you can win a grant is just through like a first come, first serve opportunity. We saw that with like the SBA targeted advance during COVID-19, okay, COVID relief funds. So there's different ways you can get a grant. There's also different levels to grants too, right? It's levels to this. You got micro grants. Micro grants go from like $100 up to like let's say $1,000. And then you have like general grants, so that's like $2,000 up to, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then you got like mega grants, right? Big grants, and those big grants are like million to $500,000 contracts, like $1 million, $100 million. Like they get really big, right? So there's levels to this in this grant world. And so how the money is brought about is that you have these other big billionaire companies and Fortune whatever company, right? And they all donate and they give charitable gifts that helps them on their taxes. So if your company's doing billions of dollars, right? If your company is doing billions of dollars and, if for tax purposes, you want to get rid of as much money as you can. Yeah. So one way that they get rid of the money is charitable gifts. We like grants, all right? So they give back to the community that, where they made the money from. So that's where the money comes from, and also the government with grants. Now, like I said, there's levels to this, and how you go about getting a grant opportunity, it determines on where you at in your business. How you answer the questions will definitely let them know if you are a startup or if you a seasoned business. Yes. So the best way for you to help increase your chances of approvals with grants is to not only have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video I've been talking about all throughout the entire 2024, but also consistently applying, right? So now that we're in the last 6 or so days of 2024, have you guys actually been consistent with applying to grants? And how many grants did you win this year? I personally won 3. 3? Yeah, 3. I personally won 3. And with me, I only go for grants that are like, I go for big grants, right? Because I'm not trying to waste my time. So, like, grants is a thing where you got to be consistent. I've been doing this for 9 years. I got 71% successful grant writer rate out of 9 years of doing this. And it's not like it's not a thing where a quick turnaround time, right? Grants is not a quick turnaround time like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, right? It depends on when you apply to it, but in most cases, it's not. Once you submit a grant application, you have to give the grantors 30 days after the deadline date to respond to you via email. And they'll let you know in the email if you are selected. If you wasn't selected, they're not going to tell you nothing. They're not going to waste their time with the losers. No. They're only going to talk to the winners. Okay, so with that being said, you're looking for an email confirmation. One way you could set yourself up for success is creating a spreadsheet. I talked about this as well. You want to create a spreadsheet for yourself and list and take a look at all of the grants, all of the grants that you applied to. Y'all list should be looking like this. Look. Your list should be looking like this. And by the end of the year, it need to be looking like this. Thick. So create a spreadsheet like you saw there and keep track of all the grants that you're applying to. So that way you can give yourself reassurance and clarity on whether or not your grant writing strategy actually works. You actually got to have a grant writing strategy, right? You actually got to have a strategy on how you're going to apply to grants. So I always say apply to 1 grant a day. So if you give yourself 30 grant opportunities in a month, okay, well, that's a lot of opportunities. It's 365 grants that you're applying to. 365 opportunities and chances that you're given. Just to give you a ratio, out of 30 grants that you apply to, you should get approved to 2. Out of 30, you should get approved to 2. Like 30 qualifying good grants. And so qualifying grants, when I say qualifying grants means like literally when you read the eligibility requirements for this grant, it mirrors you. Like it's everything about you, your company, and what y'all stand for. Okay, so if you apply to 30 qualifying grants using the tools that I give you, grants.gov, grantwatch.com, hello Skip. Some of y'all apply, like y'all signed up for Hello Skip, and y'all only apply to Hello Skip grants because it's convenient. No, lazy. That's not how it works. When you're done with Hello Skip grants, you have to go to the next step. Pay that $40 for GrantWatch. Go into GrantWatch and use that search engine. That's a whole entire grant search engine I give y'all. Grantwatch.com, right? And so when you go into grantwatch.com, you sign yourself up, and for, I don't even know if they have a free trial, but I know it's like $40 a month. Then you'll be able to use that grant search engine to find all the grants that serve in your favor, all the grants that are in your local area, all the grants that are in your particular business industry. So why stop at an app that only that provides you with grants and with only 20 grants a month when I told you got to apply to 30, one a day. So you only getting about 20 grants a month out of Hello Skip. So you got 10 more to go. Where are you going to get the other 10? Grantwatch.com. So I noticed that a lot of y'all just stay with Hello Skip because, oh, Hello Skip got AI and it's easy to use. But but I bet you ain't getting approved, huh? Exactly, because you're just going where it's comfortable and convenient. The real grants that you're going to win are the ones you put effort in. For real, for real. Because the grants that I don't win, those are literally the grants that I just like use AI, just kind of like, or they're like raffle, kind of like, so that, Hello Skip. But the grants I'm getting approved for are not through Hello Skip at all. No, at all. Hello Skip ain't giving me no grant. Love the platform, but they ain't giving me no grant. Like, many people I send over there, you would think they would be like, hey, we just gonna go ahead on and do a $1,000 raffle specifically for your people. No. And I sent over 700 people to them in less than 30 days. Love Hello Skip though, but that's not the end all be all. And that's where I'm coming from with this entire thing. Okay, like Hello Skip is a tool that you will use, yes. But after you have exhausted all of the grants that serve in your favor, you need to use the search engines that I give you, which is grantwatch.com. Create that spreadsheet, right? And create in one of the columns, make it like a status. Like Google is so like high tech now, you can do all kinds of stuff with a spreadsheet. But make it very aesthetically appealing and easy to read. So that way you can put in the name of the grant, the link, and all the information you need into the spreadsheet. And so you could just go to directly to your spreadsheet and apply to those grants, right? So say you take some time, over the weekend or whatever, like an hour, not even an hour out of your day. You either purchase like the grantwatch.com or whatever, you go to like Hello Skip. And then so you go to these sites and you're taking time out of your day to choose the grants that you want to apply to. So once you get your list of 30 grants that you want to apply to, then all you got to do is once a day hop on there and apply to them. Or if you want to give yourself, a little bit more, like more grace and, a little bit more time to yourself, you could just apply to, I said like 9-10 grants over a weekend on a Saturday or on a Sunday. Right? But as long as you get those 30 in. So that right there, got to be persistent. And then, so what else is it? The grants that are high ticket grants. High ticket grants are those grants that are like the $1 million grants, right? You would use grants.gov to find those, right? How about I got a grant to come here to Nigeria? I use a grant. This is a government grant. This is not from, another small business owner that wants to be nice and charitable. No, this is from the actual government. That's how I was able to get up here, right? So the process in which I had to apply, that entire process wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. Wow, HelloSkip should be giving you your own referral / discount code plus at least a $1,000 instant grant. New here. Oh, thank you. Hey, yeah. Welcome in. Yeah. I have like a referral code or whatever, right? So I tell you guys to use, but I barely say to use because I'm not making profits. You know what I mean? I'm not making profits. So what, like, so yeah, like, like it's a great tool to use, but it's not the end all be all. And that's where I was coming from. Okay, so you want to create your spreadsheet and then you just want to go one day at a time and apply to as many grants as you possibly can, right? And give yourself the chance. Grants is a gamble. That's why most people are not attracted to it. But I'm here to tell you that as a startup in 2025, you're not going to get a funding. DEI, the DEI rule, diverse, equity, inclusion. We literally read the article earlier, and the link from my last live stream from like 2 hours ago. They are not playing. That Project 2025 is serious. They were like, oh, the DEI thing, that means that there's no discrimination against anybody in any sector. So no discriminatory, no discrimination. That means that ain't no, oh, you can just go and get a CDFI loan because you're a black-owned, minority-owned company, and CDFI loans are more for, black businesses and black startups. All you need to have is a business plan. Like, we're gonna witness this SBA probably go down the drain. Yeah, like we're like things are changing, and so I need for the ones who really genuinely want to be an entrepreneur, right? Like you really want to do this. I need for y'all to wake up and open your mind because and then develop your mind too to new technologies and really educate yourself. And it's trust me, I understand it's not easy. If you're not naturally into AI, if you're not naturally into robotics, if you're not naturally into tech, I totally get it. It's not easy to comprehend this stuff, but this is the new world. Jobs being taken by robots and AI every day. So you got to learn how to use these technologies and these tools to be able to create services and products based off of this new world order. DEI situation is serious because it just it decreases the opportunities that we had as minorities, which means you will be competing against the rich, the wealthy, the well-connected in any opportunity. Okay. Is it too late to apply for DEI funding? I know there isn't many days left before 1/20/2025. So DEI is diverse, equity, inclusion. That you don't search for that funding, right? That type of funding, like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, is already been out, right? Let me explain something to you. The money that they was putting into the DEI situation, like the hundreds of millions of dollars they was putting in, nobody was really applying to those things, right? And then the ones that was applying to it, they didn't qualify. So that's capital readiness programs. That's that. I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping you heard of capital readiness programs. What else? Bridge loans, Then, the minority grants, right? So you can, like right now, it's grants and stuff that's available, right? I'm about to go over like, a few grants here in a minute. So there's grants and stuff that's available that you can apply to at the top of January. And, but these, all these grants are none of, like, they're not, grants specifically for Black people. Like, these grants that I'm looking at, this is not, yeah, it's for all people. Yeah. I know it's not in all beyond, but I just thought I'd ask. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, so that means that the best way, and I'm not trying to scare y'all away, but I was going into that. I was saying that to go into, we got to have our ducks in a row. Like, we literally got to have our ducks in a row. Having your ducks in a row is having a business plan. Like, not just a professional document business plan, but an actual execution strategy that you know that will work. Developing, right? In 2025, if you go into entrepreneurship with the same mindset or the same, I don't know where this demon come from, but with this spirit or the mindset of I need funding in order to start my business, you're not ready for entrepreneurship. You might as well hang it up. Entrepreneurship is when you make something out of nothing. Entrepreneurship is when you persevere through your adversities. Entrepreneurship is when no matter what, the mission, vision, and values will fall through. Entrepreneurship is when you will stand 10 toes on making sure that your customers have high quality services and products. Entrepreneurship is making sure that you go back to your customers, right? And you develop your customer retention skills with consistently offering incentives and telling them thank you. Entrepreneurship is being able to expand your business globally, like you witnessed me doing here. So entrepreneurship goes above and beyond of making money and making $10,000 a month. That's a hustle. That's a hustle. That's what that is. But entrepreneurship, being in business, it means having professionalism. It means having a developed mindset. It means having a developed spirituality, an understanding of things. You cannot surface think. You cannot surface level think as an entrepreneur. You have to literally be above all. They say right now that the average mindset in America, as far as in consumers, is a second or third grade level. Well, baby, you need to be a college graduate, PhD, because you are the one that has to orchestrate and pioneer and pave the way for your service and product. You are the one that has to convince us the reasons for why we should care. You are the one. So which means you have to be 10 steps ahead. 10 steps ahead of your competition, 10 steps ahead of yourself, 10 steps ahead of you, of the mindsets of your environment. Thank you, Olivia. That's exactly what it is. So entrepreneurship is so different. It's different from hustling. That's why they say D-boys can't come into this world, can't wear the suit and tie for too long. It start itching them. Well, no, why? Because they got to get back in the streets. They like chasing the bag. It's deeper for them to chase the bag. It's not. They're not. They're not trying to develop professionalism to create impact, to drive impact in their community. They don't care. So people who just want to make money are wantrepreneurs. People who just want to make money are literally hustlers. For y'all, in 2025, it's going to be separated. The wantrepreneurs and the hustlers going to be on one side. The true professionalism, the smarties, right? The ones who fighting for their service and products and who willing to go through the trenches, who willing to go through whatever to fulfill God's will. Yeah, that's entrepreneurship right there. That's making something out of nothing. So I'm saying that because if in 2025, if you go in about developing your company saying, hi, my name's Sally, and I am going to start my own luxury Airbnb company, and I was wondering if you could give me $40,000, right? So then you're going to say, do you have other units already? Oh no. So I need your 40,000 so that way I can be able to start my Oh, that's not entrepreneurship. How can we possibly trust you with the 40,000? Do you have any assets? Credit is not enough. This is business. Do you have assets? Do you have another business that you develop that you can show that some line of income? Do you have any income? Okay, that's your W-2. That's different. You came here for a business loan, not a personal loan. Do you want a personal loan or a business loan? Because if you want a personal loan, now we're going to have to change the trajectory of this conversation. This is how the conversation goes when you're sitting in front of the bank, the underwriter, right? So then it's like, okay, so now that I understand that you're trying to start a business, but okay, but the only way you'll be able to get some money out of here is if you literally do a personal loan. All right, so boom, you're going to do the personal loan. So when you go for the personal loan, now we have to run your credit. We need your name, date of birth, address, social. And we need your working income statements. And so you know what happens in that conversation. Some of y'all went through this entire conversation that I'm talking about right now. Some of y'all really did go through this. Wasted them folks' time. And you knew you need to have this stuff prior to you walking in there. You knew that. All them TikTok videos and YouTube videos you saved. All them notes, you got legal pads of all kind of stuff, sticky notes all through your house and sticking all on your mirror, sticky notes all on your refrigerator of to-dos that you ain't even look at that sticky note since June. And on those sticky notes and on your to-do list, it actually says you need to have this in place. You need to have this software. You need to have this system. You need to have, like, it already has it. But you didn't set up, you didn't prioritize it. So now you're in the bank asking them for $40,000 for you to start a business, and you ain't even trustworthy with your own life and handling your own, like, come on, bro. If I was the bank, I would not lend y'all nothing. And I'm being honest. So we have to change the mindsets of, oh, I need funding to start a business. No, you don't. You need to figure out what type of business you're getting into and where can you start. You need to take a look at the resources and the network that you currently have and find a way you can start. Some of y'all want to do delivery businesses. Hey, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about going out? Have you ever thought about taking a weekend and only doing straight Uber rides and talking to the people who do Uber and Lyft and getting them to do two jobs in one? Explaining to them that not only will you be able to continue to ride and do Uber and Lyft or whatever the case may be, but also you'll be able to deliver for my medical courier services. Because I know you're not making money off of Lyft. That's creating impact in your community. Because you helping the Lyft folks. Because we all know majority of the folks that's doing Lyft, that's extra stream of income. That's why they're doing it. Or that's their primary income. They're doing the best they could. You bringing in more income for them. You want to start a medical courier services, right? You know you ain't got no car, or you don't want to use your luxury car that you making payments on. Your insurance won't allow you to use that vehicle as a commercial vehicle. A-okay. Well, why won't you use an actual commercial vehicle that's on the streets, an actual vehicle that is allowed to be out there? A Lyft driver. Get you about 3 of them. And then all you got to do is keep them on the WhatsApp group, whatever group chat. Hey, Tim, Johnny, and Sam. Tim, Johnny, and Sam. You have Tim on Wednesday, Monday through Wednesday. Johnny on the weekend, and Sam could be like, whenever. Right? 3 different Lyft drivers. And you also sending them, like, while they're done with their rides, they're also dropping off syringes and stuff to these random clinics. And then once they're done dropping off the medical supplies to the CVS or the pharmacy, guess what else they could do? Stop by Publix, Walmart, or Kroger's and pick up the groceries for DoorDash. That's how you hustle. So if you got people out here that's willing to hustle like that, right? and you know that you are the business owner and you want to do medical courier services, or you want to have a delivery thing, and you know that you want to own a trucking business and you want to do a delivery trucking business, well, you have to start somewhere. And starting somewhere is literally starting from ground zero. You just made something out of nothing. Now you have this contract that you get for free. You fulfill the contract. Now you have the money, right? And so now that you've been able to, now that you have been able to save the money, now out for these 3 Lyft drivers, you can either transition them, upgrade them to hire them on your team if you got the money to do it, or if you have the ability to get that contract, or you can say, all right, y'all boys, I'll holler at y'all when I get enough money. But right now, the money I got right now, I'm just going to go ahead and buy me a little Toyota, or I'm going to buy me, a nice little car right now so I can do my own medical courier services. I could take it from here. But you have to start somewhere. Most people who want to do medical courier services, I need a business loan in order for me to buy a truck so I can do medical courier services. That's a wrong mindset. That's dependency. You looking for a savior already? You're looking for a savior already at the beginning stages? That's wild. That's like literally wild. Entrepreneurship is not that. It's not that at all, okay? And I'm being so serious. It's not that at all. I want you guys to change your mind. I want y'all to like be more serious about changing your mind about that. Because if you don't know now, and if your friends don't know, and they think it's cute, entrepreneurs, the difference, I say this all the time, the difference between people who want to be entrepreneurs, so wantrepreneurs versus entrepreneurs, is that E. That E in entrepreneurship stands for execution. Wantrepreneurs, they just want to do it. They just talking about what they want to do. They get satisfaction in talking about what they want to do. That's literally it. That's all they there for, just to talk your ear off and to make themselves feel good. Just talking air. And then entrepreneurs, they even upgrading over there on that side of the fence. Because they'll go so far as in the purchase in the LLC and still won't make no money with that LLC. Wasted. You purchase the LLC just to make yourself feel good. Because, so, you really got to think. 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 Those are wantrepreneurs. And then you have some people out here who only want to get into entrepreneurship because they deem that entrepreneurship is the only way that they'll have financial freedom. Let me slow down and say it again. You have some people out here that only want to get into entrepreneurship because they view entrepreneurship as the only outlet for financial freedom, and it's not. You don't got to get into this jungle. You don't have to get into this business jungle. You don't have to get into this world. No, you can develop a stock portfolio. You can invest into IRA. Roth accounts. Like you can invest into crypto. You can invest. You do day trading. Like you don't have to do entrepreneurship. You don't have to deal with customers. None of that. You don't have to try to go for funding. You could literally take your 9-to-5 paycheck that you have right now, and like you could save some money out of that, or you can actually take your income tax check that you're about to get and put it all in crypto and be rich. Digital money is like the quickest way in the most lucrative way that you can actually make money, and it's the most greatest way to make money. It's the greatest way to make money because you don't have to worry about no dispute charges. You don't have to worry about no clients. You don't have to worry about showing up. You don't have to worry about no responsibilities, but making sure you log in and take a look at your money and see what's going on. So you have different levels to this. If you want financial freedom, right? Find different avenues that you can develop financial freedom, and what does that look like? If you just want to become financially free, does that mean you only need to make about $5,000 to $10,000 a month? So how much do you currently make now? Well, after we calculated, you already make about $5,000. So you're just missing the other $5K. Okay, that's fine. Well, are you willing to invest into stocks and just let that and just keep investing, and before you know it, you'll have more than enough money right? So it's different. It's different avenues. Like, even you don't even have to. You got to get real smart, right? About how you spend your money. That's why people say you have to have a good relationship with money, because yes, that is true, right? Your relationship with money, a relationship with money is like, not saying you idolize it or nothing. Obviously, God don't want us doing that. But relationship with money is like being mindful of how you spend and spending in areas that are impactful, right? Because the money is a resourceful tool. That's the purpose. So, if it's just that, financial freedom, things like that, then and y'all be putting yourselves like this year. I'm gonna be like, I'm fully transparent. But this year, I've had I've had all of my clients have been amazing, but I've noticed this year I've gotten a lot of like 55 and older community, right? So what I have to say to y'all, and I love y'all so much, but if you are 55 and older and you are not a seasoned business owner right now, you ain't been running your salon, your restaurant, your bakery shop, your lawn care service, your trucking business for the last 20, 30 years, and you're 55 and older and you're trying to get in entrepreneurship. I want you to think about how much emotional like how much do you have left? Emotional energy. I want you to ask yourself, how much thinking space do you have? How much time do you have? I'm saying that to say, because even though at any time of your life, God could come through and just, you know, I want you to be mindful of yourself. What are your capabilities? And if you find that, you know what, we going into this new world, all this AI, all this tech stuff, I'm not going to sit here and learn this. I'm not going to sit here and learn this. I barely even know how to use this TikTok, all this stuff. I'm not going to be posting myself. If you are not going to be doing that, you're 55 and older, right? You don't have to subject to entrepreneurship in order for you to experience financial freedom. You don't have to subject to real estate or entrepreneurship in order for you to create generational wealth. You don't have to do that. It's a billion ways to make $1 billion. You can invest in other tech companies. So you can take money from out of your 401k, or you can do a HELOC, or you can do, whatever your retirement funds, whatever funds extra funding you have, right? This is for my 55 and older community. And you can invest in other companies and other companies that you are actually interested in, right? At this age, you probably was like, okay, I want to get into real estate, but instead of you physically going on the site, doing the whole walkthroughs and doing all of that, let somebody else handle that headache. You invest in them, the younger folks, us. We got the energy. Let us go out here and make this money for you. You've done enough, right? And it shows. So that is what you can do. You can invest in us, the younger crowd, right? You can invest in us, or you can invest in reputable, companies that are making impact, tech companies and stuff. And you will receive residuals, whatever you negotiate, right? And that's simple math. If you know for a fact that you just wanted financial freedom and living financially free and things like that means making $10,000 a month, and on your job that you're currently working right now, you already make half of that. Well, then if you invest, then make sure you invest to where you can get at least your $5,000 every month extra, right? So, you want to calculate at the time, but I'm just saying that you don't have to always subject to entrepreneurship, right? And it's because I noticed that there is a struggle when I say certain things that need to be in place for developing your company, right? So because things have changed, building a business, and I understand, especially for my 55 and older, my senior community, y'all weren't educated or taught literally how to do business at all, for real. Money management, none of that stuff, right? Only a handful. So I totally get it. But then you have some that are very tech savvy. Like in Panama, I believe I introduced y'all to her. But Miss Effie, she's like almost, well, I think she's like 70 years old. She knows how to use AI tools. She knows how to create software. Like, she's a tech girly. 70. Outblow me. Call me and ask me, do I know about this new tech? I said, what? She loves talking to me because I have a young mind, right? So we're just bouncing off each other. But she's such an inspiring woman. When I hit 70, I want to be like that, have that much energy. She puts all her energy into consistently developing her mind. She loves to learn. She refuses to be left behind, right? So you have some seniors that are like that, and then you have others that, y'all are like literally ready to retire. So you don't have to go into entrepreneurship as your retirement plan or anything like that, all right? It's really challenging. Entrepreneurship is not easy, and you don't want to stress yourself out, especially in those years, right? Being 55 and older, you don't want to stress yourself out. Leave that up to other groups, okay? Perfect. Thank you for updating me in real life time as I'm updating my business plan before applying for grants. Absolutely. Okay, I understand. Thank you for clarifying. Yes. We're trying out. Yes. Thank you. Come on. Yes. Speak loud. Yes. I love y'all. I know. I already know. I know y'all went through that whole situation with the loans and I already know. I get it. I get it all the time. In these consultations, it's like, yeah, if I don't ask a question, then it's like, you definitely won't even tell me this is a consultation. A consultation going into before I even get into these grants and stuff. Going into 2025, okay, let's talk about it. Investing in your future, okay? When you book a consultation, right, with someone, it's best that you have a list of at least 5 really good questions, thorough questions, like questions that they will have to give thorough explanation to. So that way you can get your reassurance and clarity that you need. I've noticed that y'all are paying for consultations with people, and then you're expecting them to automatically know your entire business situation. And we don't know you, right? So we don't know you, so there's no way we can possibly know what you have going on. So, it can be a little bit awkward because you're coming with the intention to learn and to hear. So and as a person who does consultations, I will, I'll ask probing questions, right? But even when I'm asking probing questions, it's very just kind of like, it's not thorough, right? It's just it's like you're kind of, it's just straight to it's like basic, right? Straight to the point. That's the best way I could put it. Like, it's not thorough. And I totally get it. Not everybody has the words, right? But create a list of questions that you will have for that person that you're paying for that consultation or signing up for that consultation with, because you want to make sure you get everything that you can out of there. You don't want to leave the Zoom or the meeting without getting your answers or your questions answered, right? So I would say at least 5 questions in these consultations. Okay, so let's move forward. I want to talk about some grants. I talked earlier, we were talking about like the different types of grants and all kinds of stuff, right? So I want to show y'all the difference between an incubator, like an incubator, and like a regular grant. Okay, so I'm bringing it. FinTech Foundation. Hey. All right, now MasterCard, New Schools Grant, early stage, under Green Lab, Accelerator. Hold on. I'm gonna find like a grant. Okay, here we go. Calling out Maker's Grant. We'll just do this one. All right. I'm going to show you guys the difference between an accelerator and a grant. I'm going to do this one because this one is like literally the deadline. It's like really soon. Okay. Okay. You know what? In my next live, like probably tomorrow, we'll probably do one on the phone and then the other one on the laptop. Because sometimes the only thing about a laptop is like, I don't always want to stay on the laptop. I want to pick up my phone and walk. Okay. All right. So you have a regular grant, right? You have grants where you just simply apply, and then once you're approved, they automatically give you the money, and like it's like celebration, luncheon, dinner, and like a whole award ceremony sometimes. And then you have accelerator programs. And accelerator programs and incubators are pretty much where when you get approved, you get the grants, like you get the funding, but you also get the in-kind services. In-kind, I-N-K-I-N-D. In-kind services is like networking opportunities. They're giving you like other incentives. You might get like a 6 to 12 week training program, and a networking program. They might give you like credit with Google and Microsoft, right? Like that's what you get, in-kind services plus the actual funding. Some of these incubators and accelerators are a majority of them though, but a lot of them are set up to where you actually they want to invest in your business, right? So, or in your idea. So they'll give you a grant, they'll give you the money, but then they'll also like request, an investment opportunity, whereas you would provide them with 6% equity in your company or in your idea. So let me show you this one. This one is through generator.com. Yeah, I don't know if you're a vet with me, you know I'm always talking about Generator. Generator is one of those accelerator programs, right, that has always been around, and they're really good about like offering different accelerator opportunities for different types of business industries. So this is the Collab Sustainable Mobility Accelerator powered by Generator. It says the Collab Sustainable Mobility Accelerator powered by Generator supports up to 12 high growth startups per year, 2 cohorts of 6 working at the forefront of sustainable mobility. All right, so you can apply today. So this is the program, okay? So what you get is you get a 12-week accelerator with dedicated growth-focused support, access to corporate sponsors, a national network of mentors and investors, and a $20,000 investment at the terms you are raising. All right. So 12-week accelerator, corporate sponsors, networking with mentors and other investors, and you get $20,000 in investments, right? So this is what you call a accelerator. All right, this is an accelerator. Application deadline date for this one is January 27th. The program starts April 3rd, and because it's, I think, what it says 6 weeks or so, then June 27th is when the program ends. Here's the investment terms. Selected teams will receive a $20,000 investment on the terms of their current round with additional funding consideration at the conclusion of the program, right? And which is true because they put you in the networking opportunities to be able to talk to other investors. All right, so that's what you get. You get, look, $1 million in deals and perks from vendors like IBM, Rackspace, Amazon, PayPal, Zendesk, HubSpot, and Microsoft. The purpose of this is that with these perks and deals is so that way you can use all of these third-party systems to develop your company. Zendesk is a place, in HubSpot. Those are definitely places that will help you out with developing your company and paperwork and stuff. PayPal is that's a way that you can set up your payment processing system through PayPal, right? Amazon, Rackspace, IBM Cloud, all of that is storage. Microsoft, you need all of that. These are softwares that you would need, right? So they're giving you $1 million in deals. And guess what? Most people, most business owners right now, we're paying monthly for this stuff, right? It's not like you have to pay for that. Okay, so this is an accelerator, right? So this is the difference. This is what an accelerator program. Is this a grant? Yes, technically it is. All right, it's just an accelerator program. You can visit generator.com. They have so many different accelerators. It's literally, it's not even funny. All right, they have a lot going on here. Okay, all right, so you have a accelerator versus an actual grant. All right. So this grant is a $5,000 grant that you can apply to no matter what sex, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you're from. It says, and so let's read on with this one so you can understand. See, the language is even different. All right. So at Zen Business, we're understanding the challenges small business owners face, and we're dedicated to supporting you. That's why we're awarding over 40 grants to our small business customers this year. Grantees will receive $5,000 to help grow their business, along with access to eligible Zen Business products and services available at the time of the grant disbursement. If you meet our eligibility requirements, you can apply to become one of our monthly grantees. Take the opportunity to get the support you need to elevate your business. Join us on our mission to empower small business owners like you and apply today. All right, so this is zenbusiness.com. They do this grant every year. Every year. The deadline date for this grant is on the 31st, but it picks back up in January. All right, every year. Now, for those of you who are startups, okay, and you don't have an LLC, you can actually, the way you qualify is that you need to have used one of the Zen Business digital products, right, in order for you to be able to apply to this grant. All right, it says you must be a current customer that used Zen Business to form your business within the last 3 to 6 months. Okay, so for those of you, $5,000 is what you get. So for those of you who, you don't have an LLC and you plan on getting one, well, this would be a really good grant for you to kickstart 2025 and to apply to it. And it's a monthly grant opportunity. So, and all you need to do is use Zen Business to form your business within the last 3 to 6 months. Within the last 3 to 6 months. Okay. So if you use Zen Business, right now, or to get your LLC and all that stuff, then you could turn around once you log in. Because look, it says start an LLC. Literally, it's set up just like LegalZoom. Zen Business is just like LegalZoom, y'all. Right? If y'all don't know, this is another third-party site that you can use to start an LLC. So literally, if you're reading this, right, and you're like, okay, I don't have my LLC yet, but I want to apply to this $5,000 grant because $5,000 is more than enough for me to kickstart what I need to do. Well, then you're just going to come over here and start an LLC and create a whole login and all that good stuff. Set up your business and then spend a block on the grant. Okay, so this grant does not require any type of investment, equity, residuals, or anything like that. This grant doesn't have any, no ROIs, none of that stuff. Because it's not an accelerator, it's not an incubator. This is an actual grant, so it's a one and done. They're just giving out $5,000 to anybody who just simply uses their product, right? That's it. So that's the difference between a regular grant, let's say, and a accelerator, right? Because the accelerator are programs, right? The incubators are programs. They're designed to help you develop. They're designed to help you. They're designed to genuinely help you start and scale. So that's why it's like they're like 6, 12. I seen some as high as 24 weeks, trainings and mentorships and stuff. Okay, so yeah, you have that. So depending on the type of business you have, right? Depending on the type of business you have, you're welcome. You need to think about what are you willing to do? What do you have time for? Right? Because you can be applying to so many grants, applying to grants. But it's like, if you're applying to so many of them and they're like, say you get approved to one and it's like, oh, I actually can't. Because this actually happened to me multiple times this year. It's wild. I had about 2 black women entrepreneurs, right, this year that missed out on 2, I mean, outstanding opportunities. And you know what excuse I got was, unfortunately, I don't have time. Like, I don't have time. I can't stop my 9 to 5. I can't stop what I'm doing to go to California and then sometimes it's a thing where it's like, it's virtual, right? So I'm trying to think, the top of the year, the ladies, what was her, no, that was virtual. All she had to do was show up for 6 months, not 6 months, 6 weeks, once a month, once a week. And I'm trying to remember what it was. It's like 6-week training. Same thing, like $1 million in deals and perks. And then they also like, what you got, like, it was like $50,000 grand prize. But you had to have like went through that program, right? And they only gave you like $10,000 up front, and then you would get the remaining at the end of the program. So, like, I was like, okay, all right, I understand. But it was so like disappointing for me because I really wanted to tell everybody about how I was able to get her get both of them those opportunities. But they refused it because of mindsets. Because you have to think, this is a $50,000 grant opportunity. If you said screw that job and went full force on your business, you literally was being put into like an incubator, accelerator, a room full of individuals who are doing it just the same as you. Everybody is supporting each other. Everybody is supporting each other in these incubators and in these accelerator programs. So you got to be willing to go out on faith. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Got to be willing to go out on faith. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's go check on. Guys, I'm starving. I'm going to check on the food. So actually what I want to do is, oh, it's done. Why you bring me no jollof rice?
Don't fry this one.
Fry what?
You put on the dish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did take it out. Ooh, Muhammad. That's butter, Abby?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, that's the one from out of the yellow?
Yeah.
Mm. Ooh. How many shrimp? That's it? Okay, that's enough. I just want one. Excuse me. Yeah. You're gonna make the shrimp first, and then you're gonna do the donuts.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing donuts, and we're giving out donuts tomorrow. So I'm gonna show you guys. Well, me and Muhammad, we're gonna do donuts together. Huh? What for the shrimp?
Yeah.
No, do the seasonal. Yeah, you see that one? It says seasoned salt or seasons.
Complete.
Complete season. Yeah, there we go. Let me see.
Complete season.
Yeah, you can use that one too, but it's complete seasoning. In love. Okay. Because you just sitting there and I understand how you feel. I do understand. Okay. Oh, it's so cold in here. There we go. I think I need to turn the thing off. Okay, so now I'm back to my handy dandy laptop. I'm back to my handy dandy laptop. Okay. It is 9 p.m. here. If y'all didn't know, I'm in Nigeria. So it's 9 p.m. here, so it's definitely, it's dark outside. Like it's dark outside. I think we're 6 hours ahead Eastern time. It is Vlogmas! Vlogmas. Vlogmas is such a vibe because it's like literally y'all get a chance to like be around me and virtually and just, just be like with your virtual cousin. Okay? So, yes, 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 yes. We talked about a lot though today. I feel like I went over a lot. We was talking about God earlier, so good. That was really good. That was really, 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 really good. That made me feel good. I learned the fruits of the labor, fruits of labor, the fruits of the spirit. I learned the fruits of the spirit today. So it was really cool. So yeah. I also noticed that I have so much like content on my laptop that I feel like is good content. And I didn't put it out this year because of those doubts and stuff. So yeah, I definitely fed into some doubts and negative thoughts. This year was not an easy year for nobody though. Honestly, I feel like it was like everybody had their own troubles, right? Whether it was financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, right? Everybody had their own troubles this year in 2024. I lost like, the love of my life. My grandma, like she raised me. So this year I've taken a lot of L's, even with my own self, and just a lot this year. This year was not easy. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it was easy. And I know some girlies out here that actually bought G-Wagons and things like that, and they're still they're not happy. They're not fulfilled. They make it seem like they're happy, but trust and believe they're not happy, honey. You gotta have God. God will give you that peace, right? And that's why I really do love me so much because I'm not a materialistic person. And it's crazy. Even though I'm from Miami, I'm not a materialistic person. I like nice things, but I'm not materialistic at all. You're like y'all won't. This not the channel. Y'all won't see me buy no Rolls Royce. You'll never see me. And that's not because I will never have the money, but it's just that I just don't. Those are things that I don't desire. You will see me spend $1 million. You will see me donate $1 million to somebody before you would see me buy a Cullinan truck, right? You would see me create change and impact because I don't drive in other countries. I don't drive. Like when I'm outside of the US, I don't drive. I don't drive at all. Like, so yeah. Oh, they find it. So it's no point. I was saying that to say it's no point in trying to you know, do all that stuff. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not one of those creators. All right. Do some quick skincare, shall we? Because it's late night, and well, not late night, but it's getting nighttime. Usually, this is the time where I'm actually doing my little nighttime skincare routine. You know? My condolences, make sure you rejoice in heaven. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. It's my first Christmas without my granny. Yeah, you know, and it's this month. You know, it's kind of been, not kind of. It's been a challenge all month, right? Because y'all notice I haven't really put out any content this month, but my grandma's birthday is December 18th, so just last week. So it's like, yeah, and she passed away September. So, dang, she just made it. And then it's like I'm here in Nigeria, and she was supposed to be here with me, right? So, because she really wanted to see Africa before she passed away. So, you know, I'm here for so many different reasons, not just you know, a grant or for business or anything like that, or because I just have a personal preference. But I'm out here because it's more to it, right? So I'm fulfilling a real wish and purpose, and I'm really like breaking barriers in my family, right? None of my family members have been this far. So I'm pioneering. I've been doing a lot of. I've been the first to do a lot in my family, and you know, I'm blessed to say that. So, you know, being here and being on my journey, I clearly have understanding that I I have a big calling, right? I have a real purpose out here. I'm understanding of that. Yes. Can't wait to go to Africa. Yes, absolutely. Come on over. And she said, seeing Africa through you. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I believe. All right, so nighttime routine, if y'all wanted to know. Yes. You gotta have your nighttime routine, okay? Cher says, you are still live, amazing. Yeah, this is Vlogmas. So Vlogmas is when we're live for at least 4 hours a day for the last 2 weeks of December. So you might see a lot more creators around this time on live all day, every day. Okay. Wait, is this? I don't even think this is my usual one. I think I literally just opened this one. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. Okay. Okay. So this is gold water. All right. Gold water. I'm sorry, I got makeup on it. But gold water. And so it's all natural. It's good for your pineal gland. It helps you think better and stay on top of things, right? So nighttime routine. And also in the morning routine, I take 3 drops up under your tongue. You swallow, okay? That's it. All right, so start to that. Now, for my face, not just for my face, but also my body, I have dry skin. And being here in Nigeria, right, in this part of Nigeria, it's very dry. So I've been using my Aveeno eczema therapy, but I also have a whole new Clinique kit. And I'm going to use that, but I wanted to use this first and run out of this first before I start using that. All right, so usually, right, after the morning, wash your face, this and that. But at this moment, all right, I've already wiped my face during my little break, and so that's why I'm feeling my face is dry, right? So yeah, I usually just put on the moisturizer first from Aveeno. Aveeno is pretty decent with their eczema therapy oatmeal moisturizers. That's like the only moisturizers that actually are good for my skin. It doesn't make it like feel sensitive. 'Cause I have very sensitive skin. Okay, cool. This one first. And then I use Shea Moisture Brighter Days. This is like their serum. It has like, okay, papaya in it, papaya and like a little bit of lemon. So I just only do like one drop because this, it's a little, the citrus in it can be a little bit too much, right? For my face. Oh, and then the face roller, right? I use this. Get them wrinkles. And this is it. Nighttime routine. Nothing more. That's it. I'm not putting all those products on my face. I'm not doing all that. Matter of fact, I don't even like doing this. I only like putting moisturizer on my face. I like to wash my face with just water and eat fruits and vegetables. I don't eat meat. So it's what you eat. It's what you put in your body. That's what it is. It's what you eat. It's what you eat. Yes. I cannot believe like I applied for some really great opportunities here. And also, you know what? Since I'm doing this and I feel like I just want to vent about like what happened with my business this year. I had about 3 to 4 chargebacks within the last like, let's say 3 months. So chargebacks is when you have customers that dispute your services and products through their bank, right? And so I've had those even after I've already performed the services. And you know what really sucks, even worse, is that Visa is always on the customer side. So even with me providing proof that receipts and proof that I actually completed the service, I still lost out on money. And every time you do a chargeback, right? Every time you do a chargeback, that's an extra fee on there. Sucks. So I kind of went through that. But what I can honestly say is the things that I've been putting in place and how I've been very militant on being picky and choosy with my clients this year has actually allowed me to decrease that. Because before it used to be a lot more people, a lot more. And I was like, I don't know where that's coming from. And I don't want to attract that type of crowd. All right. So that's why I say, you guys, let's have consultations. And in the consultation, if I deem that you're a really, good candidate, we're a good fit, then I'll tell you about my services. If not, then I'll encourage you to do all of it yourself. And I'll give you all of the game that you need in order to, go on your journey. Can you help me get a $20,000 grant or more? If so, what are the chances? So getting a grant is a gamble. There's no guarantee. Going into 2025, under this new presidential administration, they have, in Project 2025, they have taken away the money from DEI opportunities. So DEI opportunities is diverse, equity, inclusion opportunities, which means that there's not going to be a lot of grants just because you are a Black woman, Sherry. Nope. So now when you are applying to a grant, you have to apply to a grant that is specifically for you, that serves in your favor. And so, in that, it's a qualifying good grant. So what's a qualifying grant? One that literally serves in your favor. Like when you read the eligibility requirements, right? It matches up. It matches up with what your mission, vision, and value is. Or you're just going to be applying to a whole bunch of grants and you ain't going to get not one because you just randomly applying to grants that you just see on the internet or you see people talking about on social media. Writing grants the way that you win and how you increase your chances of approvals is having an actual grant writing strategy and also consistently applying. And we kind of went over a grant writing strategy, right? But yes, absolutely. Grants are no credit checks, no paybacks, right? And so with this new DEI inclusion situation, that's where I was going, sorry. With the new DEI law put into place or whatever, that means that when we go to apply to grants, you're going to be competing against like the rich, the wealthy, the smart, the well-connected, the well-versed. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be, it's the big boys, big leagues now. You're going to be competing with everybody because that DEI exclusion, right, states that there's no discrimination against anybody. Right? So that means no more grants for just black women-owned companies. Everybody got to get a chance to win that grant. Right? So the best ways for you to be prepared for a grant is to have, obviously, your business foundations together, right? So if you want to make sure you have your LLC, EIN, and all that stuff, even if you are a startup, I encourage you to just automatically go ahead and do the LLC because that shows that you are serious about your business idea and that you are so serious that you invested first. So you want to have your business foundations together before you apply to grants going into 2025. You want to make sure you have your business plan. You also want to make sure that the business plan, then you also want to make sure you keep track of the grants that you're applying to. That needs to be a part of your strategy too. The chances of you winning a grant is like, it's a gamble, right? It's 50-50. Because there's 4 different ways you can win a grant and there's different grant programs out here. There's levels to this grant world. You can get a micro grant that's like $100, $200, $500, $1,000, right? How you win those micro grants is literally through random raffles. Random raffles. Okay. Oh, they're popping fireworks. Oh, that's what y'all hear. Fireworks. You know, there's no guns over here. I know y'all probably was like, they busting out there. They popping fire. No, they popping fireworks, babes. It's me. No, I told y'all I'm nosy. Look at me. It's so dark out there, I can't see nothing. So yes, okay, yes. So you can get the micro grants, and then you have some where it's like the regular grants. So that's like, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, right? So those grants, there's different ways you can win them. You can win them through random raffles. You can win them through, first come, first serve opportunities. You can win them through pitch competitions. So that's when you got to present your service or product and talk about it. And then you have some through like judgments, and that's when you want to make sure all the answers on the application is very thorough. And you can tell when you are applying to a grant that's going to judge you based off on your answers because of the type of questions that they ask, right? So those are the 4 different ways that you can win a grant, right? So because out of the 4 ways you can win a grant, it's definitely a gamble and 50-50 on whether or not you would win because you're competing against others, right? And so you have to give yourself the best chance at winning, and that's just being properly prepared and consistently applying. He was like, that's why I don't deal with Square anymore. I got a chargeback from a service idea. Yeah, but that's not Square or Stripe or PayPal. That's literally Visa. Yeah, that's not the third party payment processing system. It's not them. It's Visa. Because Visa and MasterCard, they have their own provisions. They have their own rules and regulations. And so if they deem that, so when the dispute claim goes to Visa from it's a whole situation. The dispute claim goes to the dispute department in the bank, but the rules that they have to comply to is both Visa and the bank's rules. So Visa, one thing I can tell y'all about Visa, no matter what payment processing system you use, Visa will always be on the customer side. Always be on the customer side. It's annoying. It's actually annoying. But the best way for you to actually win those disputes, I would say, is having a contract in place. And it's like, it's so unfortunate because it's like, who, like my services, I don't want to do all that. Like, I really don't want to put y'all under a contract just for me applying to a small handful of grants or whatever. Like, the only way you'll get on a contract with me is if you do one of my monthly subscriptions, right? Where I apply to grants for you consistently every day for months, right? So, yeah. Sherry, you can consistently apply for me for a fee. Yep, I have 3 tiers. 3 tiers. Tier 1, you pay me $150 a month. I will apply to 5 grants for you every month. Only comes with 2 consultations. We hop on Zoom before we apply, hop on Zoom after I'm done. You get a spreadsheet, you get an email confirmation, one and done, that's it. 5 grants, done. Tier 2, you're gonna pay $3.99. I'm applying to 15 grants for you. You get 2 consultations, you get a Facebook community to be able to share your wins and other grant opportunities, right? Because we're only applying to 15 grants for you. You still have 15 more that you need to apply to for the month. It still comes with 2 consultations, your grant summary list and spreadsheet. And then you got tier 3. Tier 3 is $5.99, which is like actually my believe it or not, all right, no matter what, at the economic times, tier 3 is actually my most requested. Tier 3 is when you pay $5.99 a month, and I literally apply to 1 grant a day for you. 1 grant a day for you. So that's 30 grants in a month. Each grant, I'm only charging like $19 per grant. Okay. And that's for tier 3. And with that, you not only just get the 2 consultations in the Facebook community and me applying to 1 grant a day, but you also get a personalized WhatsApp chat like between you and I, because I'm applying to so many grants for you. I have to be in constant communication with you. Like, we become business besties pretty much at that point. So those are the 3 different tiers. With tier 1, you have to commit to 2 months. Or you can do a one-off and you can pay $350 and I can just apply to 5 grants for you, and that's one and done. Okay. So cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. So that's how that works. If you wanted any more information, you can always text my number. My number is at the bottom of this live stream, and also in the description too. My actual website is www.superchargemybusiness. Superchargemybusiness.com. Superchargemybusiness.com. That is the actual website for me. You can go in there and check it out. Or you could just text me, right? And I can send you this information. I can send you a quick landing page about it. You can hold on to the landing page for as long as you want. Forget about it, whatever you want to do. Okay? Perfect. So yes. Grant writing is something that, like I said earlier, right? We have to change our mindsets when we're talking about developing companies. Most of us are going for funding simply because we are in an actual sense of urgency and a need. But in entrepreneurship, like, you're always going to have a sense of urgency and need. You're always going to need something. You're always going to have to, like, it's a constant development, a constant work at it. And so if you can't start your business with $0, then that kind of shows that you are already off to a weak start. Weak, W-E-A-K. Because you're dependent. Strong entrepreneurs are not dependent. They make it happen. Right? So you want to make sure that you go about this the correct way with grants. Grants is not the plan A. And I know it sounds appealing because you don't have to pay it back. No credit checks, no personal information needed, right? But at the end of the day, like, yeah, look, but it's the truth. You really can't do that. That's not entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? If you think you're going in it with the idea of, oh, I need some funding. And so I hear you, friend. I know you're like, okay, so Shelby, you saying all of that. So how am I supposed to start with no money? I gave you an example earlier, and if you don't have the example, then Then I'll go ahead and say it. I'll give you another example, right? If you wanted to start a business, you got to start thinking about where you can start in the actual industry that you're getting into. If you, depending on if you're doing a service or product, right? So if you're doing a service, that's even better. All you're doing is solving a problem. And y'all solve y'all problems every day. And the same problems y'all are solving, I'm pretty sure your neighbors have them same exact problems. Like, for example, the BOI. For those of you who was in here and you filed your BOI report alongside with me explaining to you what it is, now you have officially solved a problem. Guess what? Become a consultant. File BOI reports for other people. Learn about business and different business models. And there you go. You started from somewhere. Charge everybody $10 to do a BOI report. And actually use that money that you raised from them $10 signups, right? Use that money that you raised to purchase the LLC. After you get your LLC and then all of that good stuff or whatever for your new business. For your new business, and remember, you already know how to do the whole BOI for me, whatever your new idea is. But you can take that money and you can invest into the business or a new business or whatever idea you're doing, right? But literally what I just said, you're starting from somewhere. Medical courier services, I gave an example earlier. If you don't have a car or you have a car that your insurance doesn't allow you to upgrade to like be able to use your vehicle for professional services, then guess what? Go out for a weekend. Take yourself, because it's about that time to take yourself out anyway. Take yourself out, only use Lyft or Uber. And get you some cool, like 2 or 3 cool in-drive, or not in-drive, but Lyft and Uber drivers, and ask them, hey, like, just have a conversation with them. I'm not trying to be in your business, but I mean, do you make good money here? Most of them are going to say, nah, I mean, it pays the light bill. Well, I want to do this. I have this medical courier service in this contract that I wanted to start. And I was wondering, like, if you want to make an extra stream of income. Because on this Lyft ride, and listen, you're a boss, you're an entrepreneur, right? You got to start somewhere. You got to convince these people why they should actually shop, well, like not shop with you, but work with you. Because they're going to be your transportation. They're going to be the ones that's going to help you start your medical courier services without any money. So what you do this is how you really reel them in. This is how you get them. You show them exactly. You literally show them your Lyft receipt and your Uber receipt. Show it to them. Piss them off every time. It does. Because once you show them that you paid $37 for this ride and they only getting the $7 from the $37, they are pissed. They're like, oh no, I know I'm doing this, right? I'm doing it because I have no choice. I need an extra stream of income. But what you saying comes through, then I'm going to have to stick with you on this medical courier service thing because I can make way more money by doing this. Just all I got to do is drop off some medical supplies to like a CVS or like a assisted living facility. Great. Easy. And what you did was you just pioneered and started your medical courier services off of $0. So when they are asking for certain things and when they want you to already have made money in your business, yes, that's what they're talking about. They're only looking for real, true entrepreneurs that make something out of nothing. Okay. What that isn't true. Yeah, absolutely. I know we gotta change the mindsets. I wouldn't have known until you said it. Yes, I appreciate your honesty and reality check. Absolutely. $5.99 a month, definitely not bad if you're more likely to get a grant that exceeds a $5. Absolutely. Share the $5.99 a month. All of the grants in that are at least $30,000 grants. Like they're high ticket grants because I'm not trying to waste your time. So the sense of urgency with the $5.99 grants, you're prioritized. You know what I mean? So, and that's why we have to be constantly in communication on WhatsApp because you're gonna receive, when I'm applying to so many grants like that for you, and with my skills, you're going to receive responses. So, and also in that, right? Depending on the opportunity, if they are requesting for a pitch or requesting to have a conversation, then if it depends, right? Because sometimes they only want to talk to the founder, but if they allow you to have a representative, then you can have me go in and pitch for you, right? And that comes with the $5.99 a month. Okay, so it's definitely worth it. Majority of my clients that see those wins are on that $5.99 a month plan because I'm applying to more opportunities, right? That's what it is. The more you apply, the higher you increase your chances of approvals. Just ended my first full year without cottage loads, slinging cookies and food out in my kitchen, while simultaneously doing marketing and development, etc. Just complete holiday catering event for the Tony Award winner. Yes, preparing to use it for grants now. Absolutely. Started with crumbs, about to apply for this bread. Absolutely. 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 You gotta start somewhere, friend. You got people all on TikTok. You got people all on social media. All they doing is turning on this camera and they making this social media money. And guess what they get to do? They get to use those social media deposits into their business bank account to be able to show proof of traction and income in their business. Which that's how you're able to see these content creators go buy a Benz and a G-Wagon and all that stuff. Because they are literally using their Instagram Reels payouts. They're using their TikTok payouts, their YouTube payouts. And these social media platforms, they give us W-2s and all that. They give us all that, 1099. Not W-2, they give us 1099. So literally, y'all, like, hey, I'm just a messenger. I'm just trying to encourage, I'm just trying to encourage. Be encouraged. I told you I got an old soul. So yes, you got to start from somewhere. And literally that's what the banks want to see, right? They are so much more trusting to an entrepreneur that has shown grit and determination in their development process versus someone who's just asking for a handout. Yeah. I love y'all though. I know y'all want to talk. They not gonna tell you. They not gonna tell you. They are not going to tell you. Yes. Yes. We went over a lot today, you guys. I was on here Okay, cool. Okay, let me go in here. All right, let me go in here in the kitchen now. We're going to make donuts, so I'm going to show y'all my donut making situation. Now, we're only going to make a few donuts tonight. The purpose of us doing for Christmas, I'm giving away donuts to the kids and stuff. We're making homemade donuts. In the U.S., right, giving out healthy snacks is what it is. But over here, just give out whatever you can, right? Whatever you can afford, just do it. So you could do, some people do chicken and rice, all kind of stuff. So what is this one? What is this?
This is the dough.
This is the dough.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you like, you just put it inside here.
And it's just gonna sit for 1 hour?
Oh, 30 minutes.
How did you learn how to make these donuts? Well, one day you was just hungry and you said, you know what, today I'm Krispy Kreme Dunkin' Donuts.
My mother chased him to steal accusation.
Huh? That's you what?
My mother chased him to a program.
Which one you need? The sugar?
No, just
The butter?
no, the kitchen towel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like double. I already did double.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You want this one?
Ah, kitchen towel double.
Another one. Oh,
It's okay.
yeah, cause so it can cover. Okay. What's the most you've got someone funded? $2.5 million. $2.5 million. And then this one. You put this one in there already? Oh, okay. Perfect. Yes.
Around 6. It's double in size.
Yeah, it will get.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. I want some of this. Y'all ate? That's it? That's it? You ate. You ate. You ate.
I sure.
I'm going to eat one. Yeah. But let me get a bowl. Thank you. Let me make some rice. So good. Okay. Jollof rice. Give me some. Give me a water, please. A water. Yes. Thank you. Okay, we will come back when the dough rises. $2 million. Yeah, $2 million. $2 million. Y'all remember when I got that company $750K? I say that so casually, huh? Y'all remember? Because it's very casual. In the grant world, you could win millions of dollars. Like, that's nothing. You just have to have your ducks in a row. You can't be small-minded. Especially for y'all that are getting into companies that really do genuinely take that much money. Like, you can't be small-minded. You're like, oh, my God, it's $2 million. Like, no. $2 million, that's it. And I'm trying to get things going. I'm trying to put about 10, 14, 30 trucks on the road. I need 30 mil. Look, you got the demand. That's what separates us from the other folks. They demand. We're demanding. Jollof rice. It's so good, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'll be contacting you. Awesome. We can have like a consultation first. If you want to, like, just kind of feel me out first, see how you feel about it. Talk to God. So we can always just like have a consultation first so you can have a clearer understanding of the type of opportunities I'm going for you. And then you can start from there. So if you need reassurance, right? And then that way I get a chance to like learn more about your business, and then I can tell you, there's going to be a lot of opportunities out here for you before you decide to sign up, right? So the consultation is only $47. You can book it right now. It's superchargemybusiness.com. That's my website. And then you just book a call. You scroll up, book a call. Or you can text me to my number. You could just say, hey, I'm interested in your packages. Can we have a consultation? Jollof rice. All right, so jollof rice, what is this? It's pretty much white rice with tomato paste, um, tomato paste and veggies. And so now, no salt in here because all of the spices here are literally that. It tastes literally like, okay, how can I put it? Like, y'all know like adobo, like the Goya, those brands and stuff. That's not over here. Like you can't get a name brand. Um, you can't get McCormick's salt and pepper. Like it's just not over here. Yeah. That's true. They are demanding. We lack because of knowledge. Yeah, we do. But it's also like it's in the Bible. God says something. Somebody help me out with this or finish this for me. Like you have to search for it. Seek ye, and ye shall find. Something like that. Think of it like that. Like, and in 2025, like even now, that excuse of being uneducated, like that's not an excuse no more. In 2025, they're gonna eat us up about that excuse. Like, oh, we're uneducated. That's why they're taking away DEI programs because it's like, how are you uneducated, but y'all are like literally on TikTok making all this money, and y'all are how are you uneducated when statistically proven that majority black business, we have after COVID, you had so many black businesses that was developed. So by now you should have understanding of business models and how to develop a business. But you know what? The challenge is that your the you prioritize the money that you have coming in right now. Right? So you prioritize that, and because you prioritize your job or your income, you don't get a chance or you don't get the ability to give yourself the chance at really seeing how amazing your service or product is and allowing us to be able to experience your amazing service or product. Because life is life. What I just explained is life be life. Yeah, that's what y'all mean when y'all say, well, life be life and life be life. Because y'all, you have to focus on day to day. So, majority of us lack knowledge because we also don't have the time to sit down and figure it out. I hate that for us so much, and that's why I was so like. That's why I'm always on here, like talking about grants and stuff, trying to my best to create awareness around these opportunities because I know y'all don't have time, but I know if you just had that one opportunity, you'll be able to make time. You know, that's how I think about it. Yeah, that's how I think about it. So back to the spices in this. I have to bring that land back. They also so in the U.S. I think it's y'all call it like Scotch bonnet pepper. You just call it pepper. Um, Not habanero. Some of them they kind of look like habanero peppers. I think some cities call them habanero peppers. So they actually cook with the actual pepper. African peppers. Boy, it's a weapon. It's a weapon. Got to be. They got some peppers out here that's so hot. Like y'all know y'all be seeing those TikToks, people be eating chips. They get the peppers from here. Crazy. Sometimes when you like if you go by like in the market, sometimes those peppers are so like smell the heat. It's wild. So good though. I like spicy food. And then So all African food is spicy. All of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. If you're not a spicy food, if you have a sensitive taste palate, like to spice, this ain't for you, friend. You might as well tell them non-spicy. Don't put no pepper in none of my stuff. Because all the food here is spicy. You know all the food here is spicy because every bathroom has a bidet. You know, the spray thing so you can spray back there. Mm-hmm. Even the public bathroom. So when I realized that, I was like, oh, they know it goes down back there. It don't end well. It don't end well at all. It don't end well at all, but the food is so good. But you'll get used to it. Trust me, I got used to it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at something really quick, y'all. Christmas Eve, you guys. I'm pretty sure y'all are in the kitchen right now, whipping in the kitchen. It's Christmas. Christmas is such a joyous time of the year. I don't know. I get like butterflies, and I'm like a big kid. I know, like we be life be life, and we going through life, right? But like Christmas is just one of those holidays that I personally just really, I actually want to celebrate it. Like regardless of whatever, regardless of Jesus wasn't born in December. I have to say that like that because you know I don't want that algorithm to send out to them folks, and I don't want them folks to come over here, you know. So we know this, us, because y'all know we cousins. So we know this, right? So because we know that, like, you can, I mean, Easter is more like, you know what I mean, when you celebrating the you know, but it's around that time, right? But it's like, Christmas, for me, I don't celebrate Saint Nick. I know that it has nothing to do with religion, the Christianity. So for me, I've been able to create my own reasons and vocabulary for Christmas, right? And so I take this as the end of the year party. You just go through so much stuff through the entire year. We in December. Turn up. Wrap this up. You know, we're going to wrap it up. So December's for me is recap, relax, and reflect. Like, you know what I mean? Recap, relax, reflect, you know, get yourself together, prepare. Right? Prepare for the new year. But December really be about like relaxing and reflections. That's it. Relaxing and reflections, wrapping up the year. January, kickstart to a whole new journey. New money, new year, new connections, new socials, new jobs, new money, new opportunities, new everything, right? So top of the year, new year is like this different. Right now? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm smacking all in y'all face. So, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Look, here I go. What are you guys doing for Christmas? What are y'all doing for Christmas? I don't know how that just completely exited out. Like, that's wild. Laptop. I feel like electronics have a mind of their own. Like, it's like they get to a point where they be like, all right, I'm chilling. Like, you might need to crank me back up tomorrow. Electronics, like, they starting to get their own emotions. We got to be aware of these things. My laptop be exiting out of stuff. These MacBooks, when it's time to upgrade it, they start acting crazy. So yeah, what are you guys doing for Christmas? That was the question I had. While I'm sitting here smacking in y'all face, eating my good old African jollof rice. Let me tell you something. Christmas this year for me, well, obviously it's my first Christmas without my granny. But it's not my first time spending Christmas outside the U.S. I moved abroad 2 years ago. I love y'all though. I love y'all. Means I'm out. Means I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. For real. I know 4 languages. I know about 4 languages, I think. I want to say 5, but I think it's 4. For being able to travel, right? I left the United States. I've been living abroad for 2 years. So 2025 is actually going to be the year where I'm actually going to officially drop how to move, how to expand your business globally, the benefits of that, what it looks like to have dual citizenship. Like this is going to be the actual year on my other YouTube channel, the Superior.Shelby channel, right? That's going to be the channel where you can learn how to live abroad, how to it's more of a vlog channel. So how to live abroad, how to get jobs abroad, right? And how to because you know, as Americans, you could get jobs in outside, like just by being like a tutor, a teacher, like call center, like you could get jobs outside of the U.S. Matter of fact, U.S. is from what I heard, the U.S. is not producing as many jobs or remote jobs anymore. So if you prefer to do remote jobs, well, I mean, honey, you could kick back and relax, like some of my peers and my friends that are doing in Mexico and or laying up on the beach with they margarita and taking in calls from Delta Airlines. So, you know, on that channel, I'm going to be like this year, 2025. That's why it's taking me this long, because I want to make sure that I properly organize how I would deliver, how to move abroad, right? And the benefits of that. But yeah, I needed to have these 2 years of experience. Because I think it's so unrealistic to come out after only like 30 days or 60 days. You got people that do that though. So y'all be mindful of those travel creators that just came out nowhere for the last six months. They've been traveling. It's not, for me personally, it's not reputable enough, because I need for you had to have been gone for a little minute and really understand the laws and how things work. Like you got to get over that homesickness. That first year is like you're gonna be back and forth trying to get used to like being outside the US, used to infrastructures outside, used to dealing with different mindsets, right? So you're gonna have, and even if your vacations or your places that you're going to are places that like are given so much love and grace and just kindness, right? Eventually, like your first year with being around so much kindness, being around so much like different mindsets, it will totally like, it'll mind screw you. Yeah, like screw your mind up. So, you know, I usually like to follow travel creators when they've been out for at least like 3 years, like, you know, like myself, like 2, 3 years. To where like you could just they're well traveled. They're well traveled. Like I have a friend, I'm pretty sure y'all have actually y'all probably see her. She goes viral a lot, Monroe. So Monroe, she lived in Bali, and she left Detroit and like years ago, and then she moved to Bali, stayed in Bali for like 2 years, and now she's in Ghana and she's doing Airbnb in Ghana. She's a really good creator, which I'm gonna bring her on my channel and stuff. I'm gonna go to Ghana. We're gonna have like, you know, obviously we're gonna do like a whole vlog thing, right? I pray. I'm just speaking that into existence, but I pray that we can do that. But like, she would be a really good person to go to and to, yeah, she would be really good to like as a reputable source to understand like what it's like living abroad, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. All right, let me see what y'all say. You gotta work overtime. Yes. Hanging out, cooking. Yes. Yes. Donating goods, visiting elderly, and handing out plates on Christmas, exchanging new gifts on New Year's. Oh, I love that, Olivia. Yes, y'all, this is what I'm talking about. You know, the Lord loved Thanksgiving, so I love this so much for y'all. What during this time of the year, I usually like to play some real good Christmas songs. And since I've been missing my granny, I've been playing those Christmas songs a lot lately. The first Christmas song that always comes to mind, especially that reminds me of being around my family down around the holidays, because like I said, I've been living abroad for the last 2 years, going on 3, right? So, one thing I can say is, one thing I say, I don't know, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Okay, the song that comes to mind is the first one is obviously Silent Night by the Temptations. It's something about that song. It's a gospel. It's a gospel. In my mind. You just gotta shake it. I want you to be free. What? From the world. Your boy said, in my mind, I want you to be free. You understand? Then, toward the end of the song, he started talking some more. He said, if I had one wish, all men will be free. I said, green flags. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. So, you have to have the Temptations Silent Night on your track list, on your playlist for these next 24 hours. It is a tradition. I don't care what race, gender, sexuality, or ethnic group. If you from America, you got to play that, or at least play Friday in the background. Friday after next. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking. Then, right? So you got Silent Night, right? What's the second one? Oh, then I gotta go to my my R&B side, 90s, right? 9 2000. So I gotta hit them with the Boys to Men. Let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow. That song, R&B ain't hitting no more. We need the boys to become men. We need the boys to men. So, okay, we got that one. Let it snow. That's the one you gotta play, the Let It Snow by Boys to Men. That's when you about to bring them the cake up out of the oven. Cause you gotta make it seem sex, like the cake smells so good, it gets the sexy cake. And That song is really good just to have, like, you know, you have your pine cones around, smelling real good. Light the firewood and on the chimney if y'all don't got one. Put the chimney on the TV and just go ahead and light you a couple candles around the house. Right? Still get the same feel. Cut the Christmas tree lights on. Have you a few mistletoes around. And get cozy with your mate. Let it snow. Yeah. All right, so we got that one. What's another one? Okay. So the other one I can say that I use is, or another one that I listen to is, what's the other one? I'm trying to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, so the other one, let's see, you got Let It Snow. Oh, obviously Destiny's Child, 8 Days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my baby gave to me. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I was like literally original Destiny's Child members. And I think, y'all, it's time for me to come out and say my truth. I also feel like I did a little bit of background dancing and singing for Usher Raymond when Usher Raymond was Usher Raymond. He just Usher now, but Usher Raymond. That's another day for another story. So Destiny's Child. So we have Destiny's Child. Let me see. Okay, wait. Because I don't know. My computer just did some wild stuff. I hope I hope we're okay. I hope we are okay. Okay, so you got that. And then you got 8 Day of Christmas. Okay, obviously, I wanted to save her for last, but I have more. Oh, you know you gotta play Stevie Wonder. Someday at Christmas, na 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 na. Yeah, you gotta play him too. Stevie Wonder. Yes, absolutely, you got to. You got to play. You gotta play Luther. Mm-hmm. Yes, Luther has a full Christmas album. Absolutely, Luther has a full Christmas album. Okay. Okay, I hope we back in action. Okay. We back in action? Okay, cool. All right, so we got that. And then we got, obviously, Mariah Carey. All I want for, it's something about that. Let me tell you something. I've never seen somebody monetize and capitalize and monopolize a holiday so that it's not Christmas. It's Mariah Carey's holiday. It's Mariah Carey's holiday around this time. It's did it? No, and the whole song start. She snapped on that. She snapped on that. She snapped on that. We must learn a business lesson from this, eh? We must learn a business lesson from this one. Public image, public relations, and marketing storyboards is needed. Needed. One Christmas song, Christmas album. It's Mariah Carey holiday. Crazy. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is only money, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need a like that song's so lit. Come on, like let's be real. That song is actually lit. Like I be in the kitchen, I be in the kitchen tripping. I'm like, oh, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is woo, baby. such a high spirited person. So yeah, I be doing that. Then what's the other one? There's this new Christmas song. Okay, then you got This Christmas, Chris Brown, right? But Bryson Tiller ate me up with this one. It's called Presents, I think. Yeah. Presents. I think that's what it's called. It's such a cute song. I like that one. Dun, 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 dun. That's how it is. So you got that one, but you know, one year, I was like, no, I was lonely for Christmas, y'all. So for those of y'all who don't have a mate, and you don't have, you ain't get you a righteous person yet, it's okay. So they got a song out here. It's old school. It's old school song. Old school. All right. It's called. Well, I think it's called what do the lonely do on Christmas? It go, what do the lonely do at Christmas? What do the lonely do at Christmas time? What do the lonely do at Christmas? Baby, that's a song that you literally whip up. You get your wine, and you gotta sit there, and you gotta like just sip your wine and have the fireplace going. That's it. So that's a song you could do. Hey, honey. So yes, I got y'all cracked up. What do the lonely do? That's a song. What do the lonely do at Christmas? Please Come Home for Christmas. You can listen to that one too. I got a Christmas playlist. Yes, I do. And then I usually end my playlist with Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. And yours, darling, yours, very felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Like, one of the countries that I want to say I celebrated Christmas is really cool is Panama. Like, Panama Christmas celebration. Ooh, Murphy would have been outside tearing them kids up. Terrorizing those kids. You want me to get out? Terrorizing those kids. But they actually have Christmas parades, and they're very, very family oriented, right? So it's a lot of Latin culture, Latin country. So it's a lot of children, families. So they do so much for Christmas, like Christmas parades, like the local school comes by and has like a whole band that will literally, I'm talking about a 50-person band that will walk through your entire neighborhood. All you doing is standing outside with your kids and your folks, and y'all just standing out there waving. It's a parade, Christmas parade that comes to your house, to your neighborhood. Panama lit now. And then like for the adult vibes, ain't no sleep. For the next, like in Panama right now, they popping fireworks already. And for the next 48 hours, 2 days in a row, they're not going to stop popping fireworks. They're going to pop fireworks all day long. Like, literally, my neighbors in Panama, like the people that live behind me and the people that live next to me, right? My first year experiencing Christmas in Panama, right? In a Latin country, I promise you, like, them boys started at 6 p.m. I woke up to use the bathroom at 3 a.m. I woke back up to go for, just do my little at-home workout routine at 6 a.m. The sun was coming up, so I guess they decided, well, we'll chill for about 2-3 hours. Just for their kids to come outside and wake up. And now they playing with their toys, but they don't even want to play with the toys. Guess what? They want to play with the fireworks. They don't want to play with none of the toys. They want to play with them fireworks. It's like them fireworks is the best deal they get for Christmas. They go outside, they pop them fireworks. You know the little hand ones you could just finger around, and the little ones you throw on the ground, like all the fireworks. Like that's all day long. And it's so, I really do like it because it's so festive. 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 I love it. I love festive holidays. Yes. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you guys continue on doing your holiday stuff, right? I really do appreciate y'all, like, just taking time out of your day, being a part of my Vlogmas. But I know it's Christmas Eve, and I'm very considerate. Don't forget the BOI. You got to file that. You have to file that by January 13th. I am assisting you guys with filing that and submitting your BOI report for you. All right, all the way up until January 13th. If you want me to, it's only $20. All you have to do is just simply text BOI to my phone number, okay? But we've had a really great day, an 8-hour live stream today. Whoop, whoop, Vlogmas day 1. I will see y'all tomorrow on Christmas. I'm pretty sure y'all will be with y'all family, and then we will wrap up 2024, okay? I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay prayed up. I'm going to, do my thing, and we're going to kickstart this tomorrow morning with the donuts, okay? We'll kickstart this later on with the donuts. I'll see y'all later on, okay? Bye. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Bye. Love y'all. And happy holidays and Merry Christmas.